It's shield versus shield, project gun versus performance center, and the results are in. I'm Joe Kurtenbach. This is Lock, Stock, and Barrel. The goal of the Shield vs. Shield project was to take a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 9, a base model, and increase its performance to meet and exceed the performance of a aptly named Performance Center shield. So basically I took that base model shield and I addressed the sights, the trigger, and the overall shootability of the gun with Trijicon HD night sights, Apex Tactical Specialties Action Enhancement Trigger, and the Duty Carry Kit, and also by adding Talon grips to the frame. To round out the project, I wanted to put both guns through a head-to-head 50-round course of fire. Now these were a collection of drills conducted mostly from the holster that were going to test speed, accuracy, strong and weak hand shooting, as well as target transitions. What I found out over the course of fire was that I was a little bit faster with the project gun, but a little bit more accurate with the Performance Center model, and I think this is largely due to the sights. With the Trijicon night sights on the project gun, you have that bright, bold front sight, which makes it very easy to get onto target quickly. In fact, I found that I was getting my first shot off usually 2 or 3/10 of a second faster compared to the Performance Center model. However, the groups I shot with the Performance Center model were a little bit tighter, and I missed one less shot during the drills with that Performance Center gun. So very closely matched overall, but the sights really gave the speed advantage to the project gun and the accuracy advantage to the Performance Center. The next area of focus was the triggers, and again, both guns performed with excellence. The pulls were smooth, the brakes were crisp, and the resets were short, so overall very good showing. The Apex Tactical trigger in the project gun may have the edge because it was a little bit lighter after all those components were changed out, and as well, that ability to personalize the gun, that may give it a small advantage, but overall, the triggers were great, and that was expressed in pretty consistent shot-to-shot splits, regardless of which gun I was using. Speaking of those splits, another contributing factor is recoil management, keeping that gun controlled during recoil and getting it back on target. And again, here, both guns were very evenly matched. The Performance Center obviously uses the ported slide and barrel to vent the gases and help counteract the impulse of recoil. And on the project gun, we use the Talon grips, which proved to be very grippy, provide great purchase, and really keep the gun anchored in hand even through recoil. Going into this final evaluation, I expected to find one of the guns would be my preference for shooting. Whether it just performed better or whether it just felt better, I thought there would be one that really stood out, but both performed excellently. There were no malfunctions of any kind, and considering our original goal, take a base model shield, apply some easy upgrades to meet or exceed the performance of the Performance Center shield, I think we achieved that for sure. And I have to say that both guns proved not only to function flawlessly, they were a lot of fun to shoot, which you can't always say about a subcompact pistol. Now I do want to give a quick price comparison, and just for consistency we're going to be using MSRPs here. So the Performance Center shield comes in at $600 and the base model shield comes in at $450. Now we added the Trijicon night sights for $165, the Apex Tactical Action Enhancement Trigger and Kit for another $165, and the Talon grips for $18, giving us an all-up price of $748. The gun definitely performed as well as a $750 gun should, but I think that also gives you an idea that you can have a great gun for that price, but that Performance Center shield is also actually a really great value. And if I had to pick one winner out of the whole project, that award has to go to the Talon grips, because at under $20, that enhancement provided the best bang for the buck, the biggest increase to performance of any of the components, especially compared to its price. So we hope you enjoyed the Shield vs. Shield project. There may be more coming down the line, and of course, to stay up to date on the latest guns and gear, stay tuned at AmericanRifleman.org.